Welcome back to White Mountains today, live from North Conway Village. Temperature around 50 degrees. Inside, we're with Greg Vander Veer of the Christmas Loft in North Conway. Thanks for coming on so early this morning.
Oh, yeah.
Spreading some Christmas joy. It's never too early.
Never too early. I usually get up around 3 a.m. to start getting ready for the Christmas day every day.
Hot chocolate, is that like your staple?
No, I drink coffee.
Okay,
I drink coffee.
But it must be getting into your prime season because we've flipped the switch from summer to fall now, and Christmas is not far away.
People are always shocked, but summer is actually pretty good for us. August is one of our busiest months just because of all the tourism, and people are kind of looking for things to do, especially on a rainy day, so we're a fun attraction. But September is kind of a little bit of a lull, just as far as tourism goes. And then October, November, and December, that's when it's all happening. Absolutely. So right now we're still finishing the final trees, getting everything ready. We're still getting product in. And then by October 1st, we want to be pretty much completely set up like we are for the rest of the season.
Right. For people who haven't been to the Christmas Loft before, give us a description, because this isn't just a Christmas store.
It's like a Christmas experience, Christmas bonanza. It's so ultimately my parents designed it. They started the company in 1980, and the whole idea was that this was supposed to kind of immerse yourself into the Christmas spirit. And so when you walk in, there's a turn of the century life-size New England village. So you're basically walking through, and there's all these animatronics, and you're seeing people, handing you presents and selling Christmas trees, and you kind of really get into this old New England village Christmas. And then around the whole village is, probably over 20,000 different items from everything you can picture at Christmas, and some everyday stuff and tourist items as well.
Yeah. How many square feet, do you know? Because you just look at the building from the outside and you say, what could possibly fill that building? And you go inside, and it's
16,000 square feet. Pretty much all. We have a little bit of storage around, but it's pretty much all dedicated to the inside village and retail. So it's a lot. It's a lot of Christmas. Every time people walk in, they're like, we had no idea what was going on here. A lot of people who've driven by this for 20 years and never come in, you can't really imagine what's in there unless you go in. Or if you look at your commercials.
Chestnuts, get your chestnuts here. That's
what everyone, there's a chestnut seller there.
I hear that in my sleep. You must hear that in your sleep.
Everyone says it, yeah. I kind of zone them out.
So you've brought with you just a few things from your store this morning to get us inspired. Take us through some of these things.
Well, I actually was thinking, your parents came in the other day. I met your parents.
They did, yes.
They saw me on the show, and they just came running to the Christmas Loft.
They did. My parents are some of the show's biggest fans. They have a second home up here in Freedom, and really so nice. They're the perfect combination of local and tourist, and they see the things on the show, and they're like, if it looks good, if you see my parents, it means your ads are working, it looks good, and they want to give it a try.
Yeah, they did a good. They're very enthusiastic.
But and you also, they had a need, and you filled their need. They were looking for, I think, a present for like my young nephew or something like that. And they found some perfect like stuffed animal.
Yeah, we have a lot of kids items, more and more kind of fun kids items this year. And one more thing before we start going with this. There is a guy that came in. His name is Jim. He's from Delaware. Huh. He live streams the show every weekend from Delaware.
Really?
And he just wanted me to say hello. So
wow. Hi, Jim.
I think his name was Jim. He's definitely from Delaware.
I know we have a group from, they have a home in Jackson, too, that watches from the Philadelphia area a lot. So
I meet people where they're like, oh, we have a second home here, and then when we're back where we live, we watch the show just to keep the White Mountain Valley vibe going.
That's awesome, because I think people, once they're here, they don't want to leave. So, even if you're in your home in somewhere in Massachusetts, you want to pretend that you're waking up in the White Mountains. So we appreciate that. Keep us streaming, folks. whitemountains.tv. So are we done?
That's it.
We'll be right back. No, you brought some great stuff. Let's get into this, because it's funny. Our staff was in, and they're all like pawing the merchandise.
This is like I'm selling it to them right here.
Kelly usually gets out her wallet after the interview's done. She's been known to do that.
So why don't we start? We're getting into Halloween. We have a big Halloween room, and we also, I've never brought them in because they're plugged in, but a big seller for us is called Department 56 Houses, and it's where people set up the villages, and most of it's Christmas villages. But we have a very popular one, which is the Halloween village. You want to keep it here? So this is people. There's hundreds and hundreds of buildings that you can buy, and then this one is the pumpkin patch. So there's a lot of funny stuff going on with zombies and pumpkins.
Oh yeah, they're taking the
the
zombie family photo, or
we don't. They all plug in too, so they all light up, and that's part of the Halloween village.
I don't know if my extension
I've
cord
never
will reach.
So much of our stuff is plug-in, and I've never brought in plug-in stuff before because I wasn't sure we could do it. So
we can do it.
We can do it?
Next
All right,
time.
next time
I'll set up an extension cord.
We'll keep with Halloween here. You want to hold it? There's a nice
Ooh, this is scary.
Halloween eyeball.
You know what? I have a 7-year-old daughter. This looks like all her selfies. She just basically takes these close-up
right?
pictures
The
of
young
her
girls,
eyeball.
it's like the hair over the
And for whatever reason, her catchphrase was eyeball for the longest time. And it's like, hey, what are you doing, eyeball? It made no sense, but this would be the perfect ornament for her.
And for Halloween too, you could hang it in a window or something like that, hang it off a porch.
Yep.
So it doesn't have to be for the tree.
This hanging from your mailbox. Never get mail again.
Mailbox. From your car even, you could do it from the rearview mirror.
Oh, yes. Love it.
I'm going to bring, we'll do one more Halloween thing. I'm going to bring in more Halloween next time because it'll be October. That's a nice little cute pin. Batty for you.
Oh.
You can just wear it around. That would actually look good on Kelly, I think.
Yes.
We'll have to get her one of those.
That would just be batty, though.
Oh, there's another Halloween one. Do you want to? I'll leave that one here. This is part of a big collector's for us is Buyer's Choice Carolers, and most of it is Christmas themed, but she does have some Halloween stuff. So these are made in the USA, made in Pennsylvania, and they've been around for 40 years, 50 years, so your grandmother probably collects them, and
Yep.
they've been a really popular Christmas collectible.
And she probably doesn't have a Halloween one, so you need to go get that for her.
Yeah. For your grandmother?
Well, for any grandmother.
For any grandmother, yeah.
I know my mother-in-law does collect them.
Does she collect them?
Yep, every Christmas. These are great traditions, too. It's like the kids look forward to going to the grandmother's house because they know that, it's that special time of year where those things come out.
And then I meet some families, too, whose grandparents might have just passed away and they inherited these collections, and then it becomes something really meaningful and becomes a tradition, and then they start slowly collecting it as well.
Very cool.
Which is nice. That's what it's all about, really, is kind of tradition and family. So all of these things that we sell are based on that idea that, because the sentimentality of Christmas, we got some
Ooh, this is nice.
Some bling here. I've never brought in the shimmers either, but we have a whole category that we call lights and shimmers, which are all these shimmering razzle-dazzle stuff, and they're a really big seller. So this is actually a small version. We have huge ones and all different style ones, but people really like the LED disco shimmering stuff.
Very cool. One of my favorites, while you're talking about glittering, shimmering things, is the glasses that you have right at your counter, which turn ordinary Christmas lights into different objects. So I think we had candy cane and teddy bear or something like that. Kelly had the snowman.
Those are the 3D light glasses, and they're really popular.
And again, I don't recommend this, but I had them on in driving once. It looked like these candy canes. Headlights were coming at me, and these giant candy canes were coming right at me, and it was...
I totally recommend
it was such a
That's
great...
actually the only way I drive. So if you see the Christmas Loft van, just assume that I'm seeing candy canes around your car.
And then when you see it pulled over with the blue lights behind,
that's actually really good. The blue lights and the lights are really good. Then they're like flashing all around.
And then he's just like, "Officer, you got to try these." Officer's like, "Okay, you can go. These are great." Cool. What else you got?
Well, you want to do a music box here?
I do like music boxes.
These are we have a lot of modern music boxes, but these are the kind of old style ones. And the Scandinavian German. If you hold it, I'll get it going. Very simple.
Oh, it rocks.
It rocks. Yeah. Slowly.
It's a much slower pace. None of this rushed, frenetic Christmas.
It's an old style decoration, so there were no rush back then.
Which is the way life should be.
And then, you guys were admiring this.
Yeah, this was one of our favorites this morning when you came on. It's got some weight to it. This is, was it cast iron or something?
Cast iron.
Some sort of heavy metal.
And yeah, so you just put it in your wine bottle and you turn it into a candle holder. We actually have variances of this too that are just antlers that you can just use a cork. But so we got a few. We actually do a lot of woodland style things, and this company is new this year, Creative Co-op, and they kind of had a nice twist of modern woodland stuff. So, which
is a great segue if you are looking for something New Hampshire-y for your Christmas tree or your home. Great place to go because you guys have a great assortment of.
Yeah, the first thing we have when we walk in is a board, which is all New Hampshire items that are, said North Conway or Mount Washington or all different types of things around the area. So that's a really popular thing for us.
Love this.
It's wedding season, so, September's pretty good with weddings.
I want to eat it.
So this is a little ornament you can get as an extra gift for someone. First Christmas, those are the s'mores. We probably have about 100 different s'mores ornaments. So this is a first wedding one. They're sitting on some chocolate and graham crackers.
It looks good.
This is more kid-oriented. This is make your own snow globe. Huh. So you can get it for...
I love it.
Yeah, get it for someone, and then they can actually use all the clay and stuff and the glitter and create their own snow globe instead of buying ours. Or you could do both. You could buy one and also buy one of these.
Huh. And I can hear our director saying, ooh.
Is she into that? Do you like that one? How much is that?
$25.99.
It's a bargain.
So it's under $26, Kelly.
Yeah. Under 20. Barely. Do we want to do more?
But that's nice. I was reading on the back and it says, that's developed to develop relationships between kids and adults too. It's not color by numbers. You get to explore your creativity and make something that's really unique.
And we just started that company Seedling. We have a handful of different seedling items, and that's what the whole company is based on. It's kind of fun, educational things to do with your kids.
We talked about traditions, making traditions with your kids, getting together to work on a project like that. So
I don't think I'd make a very good snow globe, though.
Yeah, I bet you would.
You think so?
I don't know.
It'd be more abstract. It'd be a little.
Maybe we should each make one, and then we'll come back in December and we'll bring in our snow globes.
Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. We can post it on your Facebook. Should we do one more?
Let's do one more.
We'll end with a very bedazzled pig. This pig is really all set to go.
So you pretty much have every ornament known to mankind. You could come in and say, I need a blueberry in a glittered
Last
blueberry.
year we had every ornament known to mankind except a bedazzled pig. Particularly, I was searching for a pig with pearls and a brooch on its head, and then I found it. So now we have every ornament known to mankind.
All right. This would be good if the Mount Washington Valley Hogs by chance win the Mud Bowl this weekend.
Oh, that's right.
I think this should be like the team trophy right here.
That's actually a good idea.
Yeah.
I just heard about this Mud Bowl.
You what?
Yeah, I just heard about it. Yeah. I just moved here 2 years ago, and then I didn't hear about it last year. It's quite an event, right?
It's they have 12 teams from around New England that come here every year for a 3-day tournament, and they play mud football. There's a pit basically behind the North Conway Community Center, right behind White Birch Books. They fill it with mud, and it's very official. They have referees.
It sounds really fun.
It's
Someone
heavily
was telling
sponsored.
me, we should sponsor. I'm like, I don't know if that's our crowd. Do you think they're into the Christmas?
Hey, you know what? There's some time in between games. They need to go for a walk and go shopping.
And they can stay muddy, just come to
you
our
just
store.
it's whether or not you want to let them in or not. Because there'll be footprints throughout your whole store. Usually they take showers between games. So
Kelly's giving the rap. I really
is that what that is?
This has been fun, but is she going to come back and host?
Yeah, that's what everybody says. So when's Kelly coming back? She is going to come. We'll let her out of the control room as soon as her training is done. She's still a Padawan. All right. Anything else to add before we say goodbye?
Nope. We're open pretty much every day. We're open every day, 6:30 to 8 in the weekends, and 9:30 to 8 in the weekends, and 9:30 to 6 on the weekdays.
And right on 16 in North Conway, right on the strip across from 7-Eleven.
And North Woodstock on Route 3, too.
Oh,
we have 2 stores.
And Dunkin' Donuts, too. So if you know Dunkin' Donuts as the North Conway landmark, not too far from there, just up the road.
I go there a lot.
That's right. We'll be back with more on White Mountains today, including Mystery New Hampshire escape rooms. Have you been there?
I haven't, but they have a terrific brochure. And every time I look at the racks, I'm like, oh, there's mine. And like, that escape room one, you can't. They've done a really good job. I would like to go.
It is a lot of fun. You would enjoy that. We have them coming up in the show, and also more watch and win. I think we have some Mud Bowl ticket winners in the back waiting for their tickets. We got to get those to them. We'll be right back with more on White Mountains Today. Here's a look at the Christmas Loft.
This is Explore the White Mountains. We're here today with Greg at the Christmas Loft, and we're going to take a tour of the store and see what they have to offer.
Hi, Chrissy. How's
Greg,
it going?
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too. I heard you've never been in the store.
I've never been in the store. I've heard so much about it. So what are we looking at here?
So ultimately we have a Christmas village inside the store. So this is a life-size Christmas village. So what we recommend is people come in the store, walk around the village, and then we can walk around the whole outside of the village where all our product is.
Okay,
Do you want to come?
Let's go for a walk.
Yeah, so this village, my father, when he built the store, he designed all of it. And his idea was that it was a 19th century New England village on Christmas Eve. And he actually picked a lot of the buildings from local areas.
Wow.
So this is actually designed after the
Jackson, New Hampshire Bridge.
Covered Bridge, which I'm sure a lot of you have walked on.
Yeah.
For the most part, the village is non-retail. And a lot of people think it's crazy that almost half of our store, we're actually not selling anything. But we really believe that, shopping, it should be an experience. So this is kind of walk through, get into the Christmas spirit, and then when you're ready, you can walk all the way around, and that's where all our shopping is.
Okay, so let's go check out the store.
Let's check it out.
All right.
Yeah, so we have a real large selection of nutcrackers. These are, traditional German-style decorations. And these ones actually aren't made in Germany, so these are a bit more affordable for the person who's not a hardcore collector.
Okay.
And then over here, these are the actual German nutcrackers.
Oh, I can see the difference just in their faces.
Well, he has a German accent. This is a really life-size nutcracker here.
Okay.
You can put him outside.
And he's as tall as me.
Yeah. These are really popular. These are Stony Creek lights, and it's one of our best products the past couple of years.
Okay.
So they're pretty simple
beautiful.
Glass lights, and they have Christmas lights that come with them that just go in, make this really soft, nice glow. And there's ones that are really Christmas and some that are more just seasonal. So we have 16 different trees, all decorated with a different theme throughout the store. And the idea is that people can go throughout the store and look at the trees and get ideas for their own home. This is a sweet tree. So even if you're not going to do an entire sweet tree in your home, this would be all the different sweets that are here. This one's been really popular. A lot of people have different tastes. So some people like to go through and see the more elegant, different style trees. And then there's just the people that really like traditional Christmas, which is your red, your greens, your elves, your Santa.
Yeah.
So this is a real traditional style tree here. So then with every tree, we have our ornament boards. So we have over 10,000 different ornaments in the store.
Wow.
So it's really our biggest selling thing is ornaments. You can get an ornament for almost anything. And so this is the sweet tree. So next to the sweet tree, we have all the different sweet-themed ornaments. So these are a big seller for us are advent calendars. So there's all different types of the regular paper advent calendars, the delicious chocolate advent calendars. What we have here are the wooden Buyer's Choice calendars.
Okay.
So these are they're a bit more of an investment, but you can have them forever. You could have them for a kid's whole childhood. So you buy them and then you put your own treats in them. So this is our famous upside down tree.
Wow.
So
I have never seen an upside down tree.
And it's an actual tree made to be upside down. So you can see the base is here and goes up. So on the upside down tree, we have Egyptian glass. So this is from a company that imports it all from Egypt. This is all hand-blown Egyptian glass in their traditional mouth-blown style.
They're beautiful.
So one of the most popular Christmas collectibles are the Department 56 villages. So people have been collecting these for 30 or 40 years. And their Department 56 makes all different kinds of villages. So some people just focus on one, and every year they release new buildings.
Okay.
And other people like to just kind of cherry pick to make their village how they want. These actually I brought you here because snow globes are my favorite thing since I was a little boy.
I love snow globes.
Yeah, because it's like a whole little world into itself. This one you twist, and then it propels the snow.
Oh, so you don't even have to shake it up.
You don't even have to shake it up. Then this is Buyer's Choice Carolers. This is one of the first Christmas collectibles. They're still made in the USA. everyone comes by and they're like, oh, my grandmother had 20 of these.
Aww.
So it's a real classic Christmas collectible.
Well, thanks for showing me around, Greg.
Yeah, so we've done the whole lap.
Wow, so that was
Taken
the
us a
entire
couple
store.
hours.
Yeah. So are you guys open year round?
We are actually open year round. I like to say every day but Christmas time. We got the Christmas music playing and we're here celebrating Christmas.
That's awesome.
I'll just show you this last bit. So here you're at the checkout register, kind of where we came in. And this is a complete replica of the North Conway Railroad Station.
It is?
Yeah. So
oh my goodness,
when my dad
it is.
designed it, because the railroad books have the actual dimensions.
Yep.
So this is a scaled version, an exact scaled version of that.
That's amazing.
North Conway Railroad Station. And then we'll end it with him. He's been very popular. Merry Christmas, Chrissy.
Christmas, Chrissy.
Thanks for watching White Mountain TV.
Thanks for watching White Mountain TV.